All right, so let's get going here with the drop weapon logic. So now we need to know which weapon do you want to drop from the inventory. Now let's run it through the server. Again, we need to run it through the server to prevent cheating. So I'm going to make a new custom event called SRV drop weapon. And let's run this on the server and reliable. And let's run the server one inside of here. Okay, so when I press the G key to drop my weapon, it's going to go through this custom event. Now we need to know what weapon we are dropping, and we're dropping the weapon we are holding in our hands. So we need to know which weapon is it that we are holding in our hands right now. So it's actually this equipped weapon type. So it knows if we are holding a rifle, a pistol, or if we are unarmed. So for this equipped weapon, now I'm actually going to rename it to make it sound better. So it's not equipped weapon, it's equipped weapon type. And we also need to change the name here actually. Set equipped weapon, it's set equipped weapon type. And I am also going to do it down here, set equipped weapon type. And the same thing here for the variables. They are called equipped weapon type and equipped weapon type. So equipped weapon type is it's more correct than before. So now we already know what the equipped weapon type is, and we need to find this in the inventory. So we need to take the weapon inventory, and we can say for each loop with break, and let us connect it here. So we need to take, again, remember we made the name in the last lesson. So let's take this and say name variable and take this get weapon name. So now we're getting the weapon name of the item right now, the weapon here. And then from this weapon name again, get weapon info and the structure here, let's break it. And the thing that we're interested in is we're interested in getting the type of weapon right now from the inventory that we are looping through. If this type that we are looking at currently in the inventory is equal enumeration, if it is equal to the equipped weapon type, this means that we have this weapon in the inventory and it is the one we are holding right now. And if that is the case, we want to drop this weapon right now. Okay, so if it is the fact that the weapon I am looking right now in my inventory is the same as the equipped weapon type right now, this means that this weapon here is actually the one we want to remove from the inventory. So if that is correct, let's right click here and promote this to a variable. And I'm going to call this one weapon to drop. And we can now connect it to here. And just like before, remember before you made this one where let's see if we can find it. You made this one loot weapon, and when you loot the weapon, you remove the collision here from the unwrap notify function. The same thing we actually need to do down here with the drop weapon because we have to enable the physics again. Remember, we had simulate physics on the weapons from the beginning. So we actually have to do the same thing here. So for this one, let's just add some reroute nodes. So for this weapon to drop, let's click on it and say unrep notify, and let's compile. And let's do that rep notify function in the next lesson. But for now, let's continue here. So we're dropping the weapon, and also remember to remove it from the inventory. So I'm going to take this inventory here and I'm going to paste it here and say remove item, and let us say remove item like that. And let us now select the item we want to remove. It's this weapon item and or inventory item. So now we are removing it from the inventory, because if you don't do that, it is actually still in the inventory if you drop it on the ground. And then we have to remember to update the equipped weapon type as well. So drag from here and say set equipped weapon type. And for now, let's just set it to unarmed. We can modify it later if you have a pistol or whatever you have. So right now, when you drop the weapon, let's just set it to unarmed. And that was it. So now you're actually dropping the weapon. So now we are finished with this one. However, we still need to make this rep notify function. So let us do that in the next lesson.